Comparing and ordering fractions. In this video, I'm going to show you how to compare and order fractions from least to greatest using the method, is it closer to 0, a half, and a whole? So let's start by taking our first fraction here. If we have a fraction that is 1 over 3, you're trying to determine, is it closer to 0, a half, and 1 whole? To do that, you have to check your numerator and compare it to your denominator. In this case, our 1 over 3 is going to be close to half. Since half of 3 is 1.5, we know that 1 is definitely close to 1.5, but it's also below it. So we can also write below half. Let's look at our second fraction here, 7 over 6. Because our numerator is larger than our denominator, we know it's an improper fraction. If it is an improper fraction, that means that it is greater than 1 whole. All right, let's move on to number 3. So 2 over 11. Is 2 closer to 1, a half, or is it closer to 0? In this case, 2 is much further than 11. It's definitely closer to 0. Our last fraction here, 6 over 10. If we know that half of 10 is 5, 6 is quite close to half. But it's also over half. So we're going to write close to half, but it's also above half. And you'll see why I wrote above half here. Now if we look at all 4 fractions, we now have our notes written. We can now determine where to place them in the order from least to greatest. So which fraction is closer to 0? Well, that's 2 over 1, so we'll write that one down first. After that, we have 2 fractions here that are close to half, but one is below and one is above. Therefore, 1 over 3 will be next. 6 over 10 will be the next after that. And our largest, our greatest fraction is our 7 over 6. And that is how you compare and order fractions using closer to 0, 1 half, and 1 whole method.